go? You think we're good? Okay, I'm LaRosette. My nature is femme. Believe me, it is. This is part of this show. All right, just a little warm up. Here's some jokes. Speaking of divorce, I'm working on my transitions and segues. I've been collecting credit cards, and it's really fun to get rewards. And so I'm scrolling through like gas gift cards, or whatever. I mean that's fun. So I promise I wasn't high when this happened, but the names of the gas stations just started making me laugh. That's the way my brain works. And I was like, things that we see all the time. And I'm like, this is funny. And so I was like thinking of ways to think like, okay, what can I use this in a different context and like make it, because I just kept going because I was alone, I guess, and I don't know, entertaining myself. So here you go. So if you're talking to someone about mental health, and you could be like, because I talk about mental health openly, be like, you could throw out like, I'm taking Sitco for my BP. But BP isn't a real thing, right? BPD is, but no one says BP for like bipolar, right? I didn't like fuck something up, did I? I wouldn't be sensitive.
I don't know.
All right. So, in other news, my segues are not good right now. In other news, I've been really confident these days. That's why I'm doing things like this all the time. And they're really self-assured. It only took me 40 years. So I don't know if you know what that feels like, but like feeling confident is pretty fun. I don't know if anybody's ever tried it. It's pretty good. So like so confident in the kind of way like I'm rolling down Bayview in my Subaru with the factory speakers up, like not all the way because I don't want to break them. 36, not 40. I'm doing Takesha.
Yes.
Okay, the windows are down a little bit because it's not warm enough, and people like turn and look when I drive by, and it's because my engine's really loud. It's like that's a joke. So the music's really loud, so I don't have to hear it. But I'm also so confident that I can do something. I can like pick my nose up on stage. Like it's actually in here. And like, I didn't get anything that time. Next time, I will get it. Okay.
We're gonna need like a splash zone.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. So thirdly, I'm a parent. On my Instagram bio, it says transparent. Because I'm trans. Maybe I should just let it die. So I have parenting jokes, and for the first time after our separation, I've been separated. We're almost done with the divorce. I had the kids on my own when I got really sick. So it was like 2 days of me just like barely present, barely there. Kids basically taking care of themselves. So I'm up after 2 days, like risen. I'm like clearing my eyes, gaze around. It's like everything, everywhere, all at once. I did. That's stupid, but it is what happened. And so there were some chuckles there. There were some laughs. I told you I had parenting jokes, but I didn't say which ones. Actually, there are expectations that I'm going to tell jokes, continue to tell jokes, and that you can laugh if you choose to. Speaking of expectations,
Ooh, that's a good one.
we prepared something, and it has to do with my father and me and what he expected to happen. And so there were some chuckles there. There were some laughs. I told you I had parenting jokes, but I didn't say which ones. Actually, there are expectations that I'm going to tell jokes, continue to tell jokes, and that you can laugh if you choose to. Speaking of expectations,
Ooh, that's a good one.
we prepared something, and it has to do with my father and me and what he expected of me. So there you go. That was a good transition, right? That was good.
Beautiful.
Save it for the end. All right. So we to like finally get to this, we're using both of our times together, like Claire said. So it might go past 10 minutes. Okay. I got to see the Milwaukee Film Festival last week. We got to see The People's Joker. Like, I know Shayna was there. Do y'all know what that is, The People's Joker? It's an independent film that is like in legal trouble because it's this, Vera Drew is the person who created this, a comic, trans person who was telling their story using Batman. Like without permission. You know, Batman, who else, like Robin, the Joker the Harlequin was Vera's character. So using the Penguin, using all this stuff without permission. So they got to show it once at Toronto Film Festival, and then they said, you gotta stop. So they didn't play it again, maybe until Milwaukee. Like, I don't know if they played it before, but for some reason Milwaukee was like, we'll do it. And so Janelle's not here, but I wanted to say thank you to them and to Janelle Gramling for bringing it here and for us to see it. So I'd already prepared this story, which is a similar story, and that, you know, okay, for some people with lots of money and like own giant businesses, it was like blasphemy. Let's just say it was blasphemy to use Batman, right? Well, I'm gonna go further. I am gonna blaspheme a lot tonight. I'm doing Jesus. Like, you can't blaspheme any harder than that, can you? And God. They're both gonna be blasphemed. It's not gonna be that bad. But I just want to prepare you. I'm blaspheming all the way. So we prepared stuff based on what I grew up with, Jesus Christ Superstar, the rock opera. Okay, some people are not.
Yeah.
I am part gay, so I know all the words to this musical. I'm part gay, I'm mixed. But this is the only musical I know all of the words to, unless you count Nacho Libre. Encarnacion. But we don't count that one. But if we did, that would be two. So going into this, Jesus Christ Superstar, we're going to blaspheme the hell out of it, but it's also an important story. That's why I'm dressed like this. These are my notes to keep me on track. I forgot to thank Butterfly Collective and Sugar Maple for letting us do this and for y'all coming, because it means so much to me. Okay, I did forget the grinder joke.
It's one of the top ones.
It was a good one. Should I go back to it? No, we're gonna keep going.
Now you got me intrigued. I gotta
You're in grinder joke? Okay.
Come on, let's do the grinder joke.
Okay. The confidence thing was supposed to lead into it, I skipped it. So I'm feeling really confident, and it kind of feels like a superpower at times. You know, like, I got this in ways that I didn't before. But every superhero has weaknesses. I found mine recently. It's Grindr. I don't know how many people have seen the Grindr, but it's the most fucked up kind of dating. Is it a dating? I don't know what it is. So the whole time it's like anxiety, fear, confusion the whole time. That's the Christianity I grew up in and I've rebelled against. And that's what we're kind of talking about. So that kind of Christianity. Okay. All right, in Jesus Christ Superstar, this is the last part of my opening, and then we can actually play some music. There's it's an interesting description of the Passion, which is like what we just did Easter for, right? It's like Easter makes me crazy, but the last days of Jesus, right? Of the Jesus name. So in this one, they play up these two things that I don't see played up in other things. Like Mary Magdalene has a really big role. So Mary was like, you know, like a sinner, a prostitute, right? You know, sex worker, someone we would want to hang out with. But like, she's washing Jesus' feet and hair with expensive oils and things. And then she gets like ridiculed for it, right? In most of the stories. But in this one, like she's like, I love this person. And she's the only person who gives Jesus any love through the whole thing. You know, the Romans don't like him, the priests don't like him. And Judas is, you know, plotting. And then all the stands are like pushing I learned that word. Am I using it right? Okay. The stands are like, do something cool. Like, you know, like putting down palm flags and whatever. I'm blaspheming, right? Am I doing a good job of blaspheming? And then, so Mary. So I am focusing on 3 characters here. Mary, who was like this inner person giving me love. Like this inner part of me that gave me love when I didn't feel it anywhere else. There's the Father, played by God, usually, but this time it's my own father who wants to take that role on. And then there's the child. So I'm not the son, I am the child, I'm the offspring. So there's the 3 characters, Mary, Father, LaRosette, and we got the confrontation about to happen. So that's the other thing that Jesus Christ Superstar does. And one reason I liked it growing up and I memorized it was because I just had this attachment to Mary, and Jesus questions the Father in a way like I've never seen anywhere else. Like in the Bible stories, it's like Jesus is like, excuse me, can you know, in the garden, can you take this cup away from me? No, wait, it's your will, not mine. It's fine, never mind. Sorry I brought it up. But in this one, it's like a whole fucking thing. Jesus is like, after, you know, like, how would he say, like, you know, I've tried for 3 years, it seems like 30. Would you ask as much from anyone else? He's like, would you take this fucking cup from me? That's the one I'm about, like, questioning that shit. Because this father is asking him to do something he doesn't want to fucking do. So this is my blasphemy. What if he said fucking no? And that is my queer story. You know, my father wants me to be a certain way, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not gonna get on that fucking tree. So that's I gave it away. That's spoiler. Spoiler alert. All right, we're gonna start. We're actually gonna start. I'll take a shit. So these are songs from Jesus Christ Superstar, written by Andrew Lloyd Wright and Tim Rice. And we'll start. Part 1 is I'm calling the awakening. So it took me like almost 40 years to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna actually stop being scared of who I am and any consequences. And this is the conversation between me and my inner Mary, who is the only person there to console me, and it's inside because I don't have anyone else on the outside helping me at this point. Try not to get worried. Try not to hold on to problems that upset you. Don't you know everything's alright? Yes, everything's fine. And we want you to sleep well tonight. Let the world turn without me tonight. Close your eyes and relax. Think of nothing tonight. Sleep and I shall soothe you, calm you and anoint you, well for your hot forehead, oh, and you'll see everything's alright, yes, everything's fine, and it's cool and the ointment's sweet, for the fire in your head and feet. Close your eyes and relax, think of nothing tonight. the awakening. That's the first part where I was finally like, I can't hold it back anymore, and I'm gonna go for it. And then part of me saying, it feels right. Actually, it feels really good. You know, I'm wearing my heels in the bathroom, door locked. This feels right. And then Mary's like, fuck yeah, girl. The trumpet's gonna get loud. If anyone feels like they have, you know, they're highly sensitive hearing, earplugs. I forgot to finish that earlier. So the second part I'm calling the confrontation. This is that garden scene. This is when I'm like, this is who I am. I'm pretty sure I know how my dad's gonna react, but I'm just gonna give him a chance. So it's like Jesus saying like, do I have to do this? I'm coming and saying like, will you accept me? But my father's expecting, like the cross is all set up, he's expecting the sacrifice. The machine demands a sacrifice. You're supposed to go this way. And I'm like, I can put something on that cross for you. It's the image of me that you think I am. It's just fantasy, that's not me. I can go up, and you can cry about that if you want to. I'm fucking out. But that confrontation is huge. You know, I'm assuming that some of us have encountered that. Some of it's harder than others, some are more accepting than others. Mine don't accept, they don't. And I don't think they will. And that's fine. Because I'm not gonna talk to them anymore. But that confrontation, you know, I'm giving them this chance. It's like, here I am. So I'm turning that, I'm blaspheming that, and we're gonna do it our way. Let's see. I'll say, yeah, we'll just go for it. Do we start? Do we start this way? This is our first time. This is the opening, right? So there's gonna be some glitches. Yeah. All right. Let's see how it goes. I'll die. Just watch me die. See how I die. Oh, yes. See how I die. But you get the idea. Thank you. So after all that, I need some aftercare. And so I have, now I have not only my inner marriage cheering me on, but I have outer marriage too. So I have my community, my people who give me that love that wasn't there. Part 3. Forgot the intermission. Fuck. You'll find me to go to the bathroom. So, next time we should.
We'll have a little time
after this. The finale, the part 3 is the, what I call it, superstardom. LaRosette superstar. Superstardom. So, there's joy in coming out. Fuck yes. There's a lot of joy. There's also that bitterness and fucking hate of like what I had to go through. And how people aren't really accepting me. Come on, people. So there's so much joy, but that bitterness and hate is always gonna be there. So the final, the big dramatic ending is gonna be me kind of like feeling all of that. Like, I'm being celebrated by myself and others, but it's always just like, why? Why are you guys having such a hard time with this? Volume. Oh yeah, let's do that first. Every time I look at you, I don't understand why you let the things you think get so out of hand. This is nothing like the way you had things planned. Somehow you're stuck in a backward time in a fantasy land. If you change your ways, we could repair our relations. But unless you do, I want no form of communication. have to say this is see if the producers want us to do another night or not. So we're gonna go backstage and kind of see what they say.